Shalom, yo. Once again, I'm trying to find somebody to read while I eat my dinner before it goes cold. The sequel. Plus, I don't know what quote unquote holiday is going on today, but they out here shooting fireworks and whatnot. So I'm gonna have some background noise. I'm gonna have my dog tripping. He has anxiety. And now a train coming. All kinds of distractions. Oh, junk. It is. Oh, wait. Is it? They celebrating so-called New Year's 2 days early? That's wild. I don't know why the white folk like that noise pollution like that. I like my peace and quiet. I don't understand that. You're Matthew. You look like you watch too much The Wire. Or say you're. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's a Baltimore thing. It'd be like you're. Yeah, I don't watch anything really either, except football sometimes, depending on who's playing. But other than that, if I watch anything, I'll be on YouTube studying stuff, mostly biblical topics. Other than that, reading, Muay Thai, um, the Forex, all that junk. Something productive, working out, whatever. Yeah, you too. Hey, yo, who's trying to help me read though while I eat this food? Be a good Samaritan. Unless y'all want to hear me read with some salmon in my mouth, which y'all might not understand what I'm saying. I was chewing with the mic on.
Yeah, I'll help you read, bro. I'm almost done. I just got like 3 more dishes left. I'm gonna jump on and read with you. I was pinging everybody in, by the way, and shared the link, so they should all be coming in here in a little bit. So,
Yeah, appreciate it. Torah, the water.
Shalom, family, shalom. How everybody doing? Praise y'all.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Maspaka. What's good?
You want me to start reading? I'm already on. I'm like, bro, I'm ready for
Oh,
this.
oh yeah. Go ahead, bro.
All right. And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods, And the people did eat and bowed down to their gods. And Israel joined himself unto Baal Peor, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. And the Lord said unto Moses, take all the heads of the people and hang them up before the Lord against the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. And Moses said unto the judges of Israel, slay ye every one his men that were joined unto Baal Peor. Mm. The And behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianitish woman in the sight of Moses and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And when Phinehas, son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, saw it, he rose up from among the congregation and took a javelin in his hand, and he went after the man of Israel into the tent and thrust both them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her belly. So the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. And those that died in the plague were 20 and 4,000. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, hath turned my wrath away from the children of Israel, while he was zealous for my sake among them, that I consume not the children of Israel in my jealousy. Wherefore say, behold, I give unto him my covenant of peace, and he shall have it, and his seed after him, even the covenant of an everlasting priesthood, because he was zealous for his God, and made an atonement for the children of Israel. Now the name of the Israelite that was slain, even that was slain with the Midianitish woman, was Zimri, son of Salu, a prince of a chief house among the Simeonites. And the name of the Midianish woman that was slain was Cosbi, the daughter of Zur. She had over a people and a chief in the house of Midian. Damn. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, vex the Midianites and smite them, for they vex you with their wiles, wherewith they have beguiled you in the matter of Peor, and in the matter of Cosbi, the daughter of a prince of Midian, their sister, which was slain in the day of the plague of Peor's sake. So basically, they went against God in this chapter. They got a plague. Then they killed the people originally introduced them to that concept of getting that God, and all the people who went and did that thing, and then went at war with the people who introduced that concept and had that God in the first place, right? It was thug life. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let's go to the next chapter. And it came to pass after the plague that the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, saying, take the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel from 20 years up and old and upward throughout their father's house, all that are able to go to war in Israel. Wartime. And Moses and Eleazar the priest spake with them in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, take the sum of the people from 20 years old and upward, as the Lord commanded Moses and the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt. Reuben, the eldest son of Israel, the children of Reuben, Hanok, of whom cometh the family of the Hanokites, of Palu, the family of the Paluites, of Hezron, the family of the Hezronites, of Camri, the family of the Carmi, the family of the Carmites. They are the families out of the Reubenites, and they that were numbered of them were 40,003,730. The sons of Palu, Eliab, and the sons of Eliab, Nemuel, and Dathan, and Abraham. This is that Dathan and Abiram, which were famous in the congregation, who strove against Moses and against Aaron in the company of Korah. When they strove against the Lord, and the earth opened up her mouth and swallowed them up together with Korah, when that company died, what time the fire devoured 250 men, and they became a sign. Notwithstanding, the children of Korah died not. The sons of Simeon, after their families, of Nemuel, the family of the Nemuelites, and Jamin, the family of the Jaminites, and Jashin, the family of the Jashinites, and Zerah, the family of the Zaharites, and Shaul, the family of the Shaulites. These are the families of the Simeonites, 20 and 2,200. The children of Gad, after their families, Zephon, the family of the Zephonites, Haggai, the family of the Haggites, Shuni, the family of the Shunites, Ozni, the family of the Oznites, and Eri, the family of the Erites, of Arad, the family of the Aradites, of Areli, the family of the Arelites. These are the families of the children of Gad, according to those who were numbered of them, 40,500. The sons of Judah were and Onan, and and Onan died in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Judah, after their families, of Shelah, the family of the Shilonites, Pharez, the family of the Pharezites, Zerah, the family of the Zerahites, and the sons of Pharhez were of Haran, Hezron, the family of the Hezronites, and Hamuel, the family of the Hamulites. These are the families of Judah according to those that were numbered of them, 16,500. Of the sons of Issachar after their families, of Tola, the family of the Tolites, and Pua, the family of the Punites, and Jasub, the family of the Jasubites, and Shimron, the family of the Shimronites. These are the families of the Issachar, according to those that were numbered of them, 64,300. Of the sons of Zebulun, Zebulun, after their families, of Shared, the family of the Sardites, Elon, the family of the Elonites, Jalil, the family of the Jalilites. These are the families of the Zebulunites, according to those who were numbered of them, 60,500. The sons of Joseph after their families were Manasseh and Ephraim. The sons of Manasseh and Matri, the family of the Matronites, and Matri begat Gilead. Of Gilead come to the family of the Gileadites. These are the sons of Gilead. Of Jezer, the family of the Jezerites. Of Helek, the family of the Helekites. Of Israel, the family of the Israelites. Interesting. Is that right? Yeah. And Shechem, the family of the Shechemites. And Shemida, the family of Shemidites. And of Hefer, the family of the Heferites, and Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, had no sons but daughters, and the names of the daughters were Zelophehad were Mahala and Noah, Hogla, Milcah, Tizrah. These are the families of Manasseh, and those that were numbered of them, 50 and 2,700. These are the sons of Ephraim and their families of this. Oof, y'all, please help. I know I'm butchering this, man. Does anyone want to step in? Like, is this tolerable? This is just like,
Yeah, this is where Yahweh teaches the language, right here.
I feel
Yeah,
you. Whew, okay, it's rough. These are the sons of Ephraim after their families, of Shuthelah, the family of the Shuthelites, of Becher, the family of Bachrites, of Tahan, the family of Tahanites. And these are the sons of Shuthelah, of Aaron, the family of the Aaronites. These are the family sons of Ephraim, according to those that were numbered of them, 30 and 2,500. These are the sons of Joseph after their families, the sons of Benjamin, and after their families, of Bela, the family of the Belaites, of Ashbel, the family of the Ashbelites, of Ahiram, the family of the Ahiramites, of Shufam, the family of the Shufamites, of Hufam, the family of the Hufamites, and the sons of Bela were Ard and Naaman. Of Ard, the family of the Ardites, and the Naaman, and of Naaman, the family of the Naamites. Excuse me. These are sons of Benjamin after their families, that and they that were numbered of them were 40 and 5,600. These are the sons of Dan after their families, of Shuham, the family of the Shuhamites. These are the families of Dan after their families. All the families of the Shuhamites, according to those that were numbered of them, were 64,400. Of the children of Asher after their families, of Jimna, the family of the Jimnites, of Jesui, the family of the Jesuites, of Berhria, the family of the Berites, uh, the sons of Bera, of Heber, the family of the Herbites, of Malchiel, the family of the Malchielites, and the name of the daughter of Asher was Sarah. These are the families of the sons of Asher, according to those that were numbered of them, who were 50 and 3,400. And the sons of Naph, excuse me, and the sons of Naphtali after their families, of Jaziel, the family of the Jazilites, of Guni, the family of the Gunites, of Jezer, the family of the Jezer, the family of the Jezerites, of Shillem, the family of the Shillemites. These are the families of Naphtali according to their families, and that they were numbered of them were 40 and 5,400. These were the numbered of these were the numbered of the children of Israel, 600,000 and 1,730. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, unto these the land shall be divided for an inheritance according to the number of their names. To many thou shalt give the more inheritance, and to few thou shalt give the less inheritance. To every one shall his inheritance be given according to those that were numbered of him. Notwithstanding, the land shall be divided by lot, according to the names of the tribes and their fathers they shall inherit. According to the lot shall the possession thereof be divided between many and few. And these are that they were numbered of the Levite, and these are that they were numbered of the Levites after their families, of Gershon, the family of the Gershonites, of Kohath, the family of the Kohathites, of Merari, the family of the Merarites. These are the families of the Levites, the family of the Libanites, the family of the Herbanites, the family of the Mahalites, the family of the Mushites, the family of the Korathites. And Kohath begat Amram, and the name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, the daughter of Levi, whom her mother bare to Levi in Egypt. And she bare unto Amram Aaron and Moses and Miriam their sister. Hold on. And unto Aaron was born Nadab and Abihu, Eleazar and Ithamar. And Nadab and Abihu died when they offered strange fire before the Lord. And those that were numbered of what? Okay, and those that were numbered of them were 20 and 3,000, all males from a month old and upward, for they were not numbered among children of Israel, because there was no inheritance given among them among the children of Israel. Interesting. These are that they were numbered by Moses and Eleazar the priest, who numbered the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. But among these there was not a man of them whom Moses and Aaron the priests numbered, when they numbered the children of Israel in the wilderness of Sinai. For the Lord had said of them, they shall truly die in the wilderness, and there was not left a man of them save Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun.
All right, Menelik, you ready to read? Or if you're not good, Sage can take it.
Con, yeah, where we at? I'm grabbing my book right now.
You can take 27 through 29.
All right. All right, let me go out here. So, number 27. Okay, here we go. Number 27. Um, I hear this. The daughters of Zelophehad, son of Hephar, son of Gilead, son of Makar, son of Manasseh, the families of Manasseh, son of Joseph, drew near. And these others, Malah, Noah, Hagalah, Melchah, and Tirzah. And they stood before Moses, before Eleazar the Kahan, and before the leaders and the entire assembly and the enemy, saying, our father died in the wilderness, but he was not among the assembly that was gathering against Adonai in the assembly of Kor. But he died of his own sin, and he had no sons. Why should the name of our father be omitted from among his family because he had no son? Give us a possession among our father's brothers. And Moses brought their claim before Adonai. Adonai said to Moses, saying, the daughters of Zelophehad speak properly. You shall surely give them a possession of the inheritance among the brothers of their father, and you shall cause the inheritance of their father to pass over them. And the children of Israel you shall speak, saying, if a man will die and he has no son, you shall cause his inheritance to pass over to his daughter. If he has no daughter, you shall give his inheritance to his brothers. If he has no brothers, you shall give his inheritance to the brothers of his father. If there are no brothers of his father, you shall give his inheritance to his relative, who is closest to him of his family, and he shall inherit it. Then shall be for the children of Israel as a decree of justice, as Adonai commanded Moses. Adonai said to Moses, go up to this mountain of Abarim, and see the land that I have given over to the children of Israel. You shall see it, and you shall be gathered unto your people. You, too, as Aaron your brother was gathered in, because you rebelled against my word in the wilderness of Zin, in the assembly strife, to sanctify me at the water before their eyes. There were the waters of strife at Kadesh, in the wilderness of Zin. Moses spoke to Adonai, saying, may Adonai Elohim of the spirits of all flesh appoint a man over the assembly. Who shall go out before them and come in before them? Who shall take them out, and who shall bring them in? And let the assembly of Adonai not be like sheep that have no shepherd. Adonai said to Moses, take yourself Joshua son of Nun, a man in whom there is Ruach, and lean your hand upon him, and you shall stand him before Eleazar the Kahan, before the entire assembly, and you shall command him before their eyes, and you shall place some of your majesty upon him, so that the entire assembly of the children of Israel will pay heed. Before Eleazar the Kahan shall he stand. Who shall inquire for him the judgment of the Urim before Adonai? At his word they shall go out, and at that word they shall come in, he and all the children of Israel with him, and the entire assembly. Moses did as Adonai commanded him. He took Joshua and stood him before Eleazar the Kahan, and before the entire assembly. He leaned his hands upon him and commanded him, as Adonai had spoken through Moses. Adonai spoke to Moses, saying, command the children of Israel and say to them, my offering, my food for my fires, my satisfying aroma shall you be scrupulous to offer to me in its appointed time. And you shall say to them, this is the fire offering that you are to offer to Adonai. Male lambs in their first year, unblemished, 2 a day. as a continual burnt offering. Then one lamb you shall make in the morning, and the second lamb. Hold on, one turn my page. And the second lamb you shall make in the afternoon with a tenth ephah of fine flour as a meal offering mixed with a quarter hin of crushed oil. It is the continual burnt offering that was done at Mount Sinai for a satisfying aroma, a fire offering to Adonai, and its libation, its quarter hin for one lamb, to be poured on the holy altar, an intoxicating libation for Adonai. The second lamb you shall make in the afternoon, like a meal offering of the morning, and it's like its libation you make a fire offering for a satisfying aroma to Adonai. And on the Sabbath day, 2 male lambs in their first year, unblemished, 2/10 ephah of fine flour for a meal offering mixed with oil and its libation, the burnt offering of each Sabbath on its own Sabbath, in addition to the continual burnt offering and its libation. On your new moons you shall bring a burnt offering unto Adonai, 2 young bulls, 1 ram, 7 lambs in their first year, unblemished, males, and 3/10 ephah of fine flour for a meal offering mixed with oil for each bull, and 2/10 ephah for fine flour of a meal offering mixed with oil for 1 ram, and a 10th ephah of fine flour for a meal offering mixed with oil for each lamb, a burnt offering, a satisfying aroma, a firing offering to Adonai. And their libations, a half hin for each bull, a third of a hin for the ram, a quarter of a hin for each lamb of wine. This is the burnt offering of each month in its own month for the months of the year. And 1 male of the goats for a sin offering to Adonai, in addition to the continual burnt offering shall it be made, and its libation. And it says, Pesach. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, shall be a Pesach offering to Adonai. And on the 15th day of this month is a festival for a 7-day period. Matzah shall be eaten. On the first day is a holy convocation. You shall not do any laborious work. You shall offer a fire offering, a burnt offering unto Adonai, 2 young bulls, 1 ram, 7 male lambs within their first year. Unblemished they shall be for you. And their meal offering within their first year. Unblemished they shall be for you. And their meal offering, fine flour mixed with oil, you shall make 3/10 ephah for each bull, and 2/10 ephah for each ram. 1/10 ephah you shall make for each lamb of the 7 lambs, and 1 he goat for a sin offering, to atone for you. Aside from the burnt offering of the morning that is for a continual burnt offering, you shall make these. Like these you shall make each day, the 7-day period, food, a fire offering, a satisfying aroma to Adonai. In addition to a continual burnt offering shall it be made, and its libation. The 7th day shall be a holy convocation to you. You shall not do any laborious work. The seventh, hold on the day of the first fruits, when you shall offer a new meal offering unto Adonai on your festival of weeks, it shall be a holy convocation to you. You shall not do any laborious work. You shall offer a burnt offering for a satisfying aroma to Adonai. 2 young bulls, 1 ram, 7 lambs within their first year, and their meal offering. Fine flour mixed with oil. 3/10 ephah for each bull, 2/10 ephah for 1 ram. 1/10 ephah for each lamb of the 7 lambs, 1 male of the goats to atone for you. Aside from the continual burnt offering and its meal offering shall you offer them. Unblemished shall they be for you, and their libations. In the 7th month, on the first day of the month, there shall be a holy convocation for you. You shall do no laborious work. It shall be a day of shofar sounding for you. You shall make a burnt offering for a satisfying aroma to Adonai. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 7 young lambs in their first year, unblemished. And their meal offering, fine flour mixed with oil, 3/10 ephah for the bull, 2/10 ephah for the ram, and 1/10 ephah for each lamb of the 7 lambs, 1 male of the goats for a sin offering to provide you atonement. Aside from the burnt offering of the new moon and its meal offering, the continual burnt offering and its meal offering, and their libations according to the law, for a satisfying aroma, a fire offering to Adonai. On the 10th day of the 7th month there shall be a holy convocation for you, and you shall afflict yourselves. You shall not do any work. You shall offer a burnt offering unto Adonai for a satisfying aroma. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 7 male lambs in their first year, unblemished they shall be for you. And their meal offering, fine flour mixed with oil, 3/10 ephah for the bull, 2/10 ephah for 1 ram, and 1/10 ephah for each lamb of 7 lambs. 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, aside from the sin offering of the atonement and the continual burnt offering with its meal offerings and their libations. On the 15th day of the 7th month there shall be a holy convocation for you. You shall not do laborious work. You shall celebrate a festival to Adonai for a 7-day period. This is Sukkot. You shall offer a burnt offering, a fire offering, a satisfying aroma to Adonai, 3 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year, they shall be unblemished. And their meal offering, fine flour mixed with oil, 3/10 ephah for each bull of the 13 bulls, 2/10 ephah for each ram of 2 rams, and 1/10 ephah for each lamb of the 14 lambs. 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, aside from the continual burnt offering with its meal offering and its libation. And on the second day, 12 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs within their first year, unblemished, and their meal offering and their libations for the bulls, the rams, the lambs, in their proper numbers, as required. 1 male of the goats for a sin offering, aside from the continual burnt offering, its meal offering, and their libations. And on the third day, 11 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs within their first year, unblemished, and their meal offering and their libations for the bulls, the rams, the lambs, in their proper numbers as required. 1 he goat for a sin offering, aside from the continual burnt offering, its meal offering, and its libation. And on the fourth day, 10 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs within their first year, unblemished, and their meal offering and their libations for the bulls, the rams, the lambs, in their proper numbers as required. 1 male of the goat for sin offering, aside from the continual burnt offering, its meal offering, and its libation. On the fifth day, 9 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs within their first year, unblemished. By the way, I know this sounds like super repetitive, but if you read it in the language, this is how you learn the language. And on the fifth day, 9 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs within their first year, unblemished, and their meal offerings and their libation for the bulls, the rams, the lambs, in their proper numbers as required. 1 he goat for sin offering, aside from the continual burnt offering, its meal offering, and its libation. And on the sixth day, 8 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs within their first year, unblemished, and their meal offerings and their libations for the bulls, the rams, the lambs, in their proper numbers as required. 1 he goat for a sin offering, aside from the continual burnt offering, its meal offering, and its libations. And on the seventh day, 7 bulls, 2 rams, 14 lambs within their first year, unblemished, and their meal offering and their libations for the bulls, the rams, and the lambs, in their proper numbers and their requirements. 1 he goat for a sin offering, aside from the continual burnt offering, its meal offering, and its libation. This is Shamanah Atzaratz. The 8th day shall be a restriction for you. You shall not do any labor. You shall offer burnt offering, a fire offering, a satisfying aroma to Adonai. 1 bull, 1 ram, 7 lambs within their first year, unblemished. Their meal offering and their libations for the bull, the ram, and the lamb shall be in their proper numbers as required. 1 he goat for a sin offering, aside from the continual burnt offering, its meal offering, and its libation. These are what you shall make for Adonai in your appointed festivals, aside from your vows that you will make from freewill offerings for your burnt offerings, your meal offerings, your libations, and your peace offerings. Um, Moses said to the children of Israel, according to everything that Adonai had commanded Moses, Parashash Matas, vows and oaths. Moses spoke to the heads of the tribes of the children of Israel, saying, this is the thing that Adonai commanded. If a man takes a vow to Adonai and swears an oath to establish prohibition among himself, he shall not desecrate his word. According to whatever comes from his mouth, he shall do. But if a woman takes a vow to Adonai or establish a prohibition in her father's home in her youth, and her father heard her vow or prohibition that she has established upon herself, and her father was silent about her, then all her vows shall stand, and any prohibition that she has established upon herself shall stand. But if her father restrained her on the day of his hearing it, all her vows and prohibitions that she has established upon herself shall not stand, and Adonai will forgive her, for her father had restrained her. If she be married to a man and her vows were upon her, or an utterance of her lips by which she prohibited something upon herself, and her husband heard, and on the day of his hearing he was silent about her, then her vow shall stand, and her prohibition that she established upon herself shall stand. But if on the day her husband hearing he shall restrain her, and he shall, hey bro, you can go on mute real quick. And her husband heard her on the day of his hearing, he was silent about her, then her vow shall stand, and her prohibition that she established upon herself, it shall stand. But if on the day her husband hearing he restrains her, he revokes the vow that is upon her, or her utterance of her lips, by which she had prohibited something among herself, then Adonai will forgive her. The vow of a widow or a divorcee, anything she had prohibited upon herself, shall remain upon her. But if she vowed in her husband's home, or she established a prohibition upon herself through an oath, and her husband heard and was silent about her, did not restrain her, then all her vows shall stand. Any prohibition that she established upon herself shall stand. But her husband shall revoke them on the day of his hearing. Anything that came out of her mouth regarding her vows or the prohibition upon herself shall not stand. Her husband has revoked them, and Adonai will forgive her. Any vow and any oath, prohibition to cause personal affliction, her husband may let it stand, and her husband may revoke it. If her husband shall be silent about her from the day to day, he will let stand all her vows on the prohibitions that are upon her. He will have let them stand, for he was silent about her the third day of his hearing. But if he shall revoke them after having heard, he shall bear her iniquity. These are the decrees that Adonai commanded Moses, between a man and his wife, between a father and his daughter in her youth, in the father's house. Adonai spoke to Moses, saying, Take vengeance for the children of Israel against the Midianites. Afterward you will be gathered unto your people. Moses spoke to the people, saying, Arm men from among yourselves for the legion that they may be against Midian, to inflict Adonai's vengeance upon Midian. 1,000 from a tribe, 1,000 from a tribe. For all the tribes of Israel you shall send into the legion. So they were delivered from the thousands of Israel, 1,000 from each tribe, 12,000 armed for the legion. Moses sent them, 1,000 from each tribe for the legion. Them and Phinehas the son of Eleazar, the Kahan, to the legion, and the sacred vessels and the trumpets for sounding in his hand. They massed against Midian, and Adonai had commanded Moses, and they killed every male. They killed the kings of Midian along with their slain ones, Evi, Rechem, Zur, Hur, and Rebah, and the 5 kings of Midian, and Balaam, the son of Beor, they slew with the sword. The children of Israel took captive the women of Midian and their young children, and all their cattle and their flocks, and all their wealth they took as spoils. All the cities of their habitations and their palaces they burned with fire. They took all the booty and all the captives of the people and animals. They brought to Moses, to Eleazar the Kahan, and to the assembly of the children of Israel, the captives and the animals and the booty of the camp, to the plains of Moab, which was by the plain near Jericho, of Jordan near Jericho. Now this is very important, real quick, just like I'm not going to take too long. So in the last reading, Numbers chapter 12, the first verse, it talks about Miriam and Aaron speaking to Moses about his Cushi wife. We know her father was a Midianite. So the word Cushi was like describing how she looked. And turned Miriam white after that for saying that. But right here, let's watch this. Moses and Eleazar and all the leaders of the assembly went out to the meet outside the camp. Moses was angry with the commanders of the army, the officers of the thousands and the officers of the hundreds, who came from the legion of the battle. Moses said, Did you let the females live? Behold, it was they who caused the children of Israel by the word of Balaam to commit a betrayal against Adonai regarding the matter of Peor. And the plague occurred in the assembly of Adonai. So now, kill every male among the young children, and every woman fit to know a man by lying with a male. You shall kill them. So all the males and all the male children and all the women who have lied or can lie intimately with a male. But all the young women who has not known a man, you shall keep alive for yourselves. So like the whole stock of people is mixed, like the Kushi color, which means like black. And as for you, encamp outside the camp for a 7-day period. Whoever killed a person or touched a corpse shall purify yourselves on the 3rd day, and on the 7th day, you and your captives, and every garment, every vessel, every hide, everything of that which comes from the goats, every vessel of wood you shall purify. Eleazar the Kahan said to the men of the legion who came to battle, This is the decree of the Torah, which Adonai commanded Moses. Only the gold, the silver, the copper, the iron, and the tin, and the lead, everything that comes into the fire, you shall pass through the fire, it will be purified. But it must be purified with water of sprinkling. And everything that would not come in fire, you shall pass through water. You shall immerse your garments on the 7th day and become purified. Afterward, you may enter the camp. Adonai said to Moses, saying, Calculate the total of the captured spoils of the people and animals. You, Eleazar the Kahan, and the heads of the fathers of the assembly, divide the spoils in half between those who undertook the battle, who go out to the legion, and the entire assembly. You shall raise up tribute to Adonai from the men of war who go out to the legion, one living being of 500 from the people, from the cattle, from the donkeys, and from the flock. You shall take it from their half and give it to Eleazar the Kahan as a portion to Adonai. And from the half of the children of Israel you shall take one drawn from 50 from the people, from the cattle, from the donkeys, from the flock, from all the animals, and you shall give them to the Levites, the guardians of the charge of Adonai's tabernacle. And I think that's words like Abi Aray of the tabernacle, like the strong men, the guardians, like the watchmen. Moses and Eleazar the Kahan did as Adonai commanded Moses. The animal booty beyond the spoils of the people, the legion looted, the flock 675,000, and the cattle 72,000, and donkeys 61,000, and human beings, the women who had not known lying with a male, all the souls 32,000. The half which was the share of those who went out to the legion, the count of the flock 337,500, tribute to Adonai from the flock 675, and the cattle 36,000, and their tribute to Adonai 72, and the donkeys 30,500, and their tribute to Adonai 61, and the human beings 16,000, and their tribute to Adonai 32 people. Moses gave the tribute that was raised up for Adonai to Eleazar as the Kahan, as Adonai commanded Moses. From the half of the children of Israel that Moses had divided from the men of the legions, the half of the assembly was the flock, 337,500, and the cattle, 36,000, and the donkeys, 30,500, and the human beings, 16,000. Moses took from the half of the children of Israel the one drawn from the 50, from the people and the animals, and gave them to the Levites, the guardians of the charge of Adonai's tabernacle, as Adonai commanded Moses. The commanders of the thousands and the legions, the officers of the thousands and the officers of the hundreds approached Moses. They said to Moses, "Your servants took a census of the men of war under our command, and not a man of us is missing. So we have brought an offering to Adonai. What any man found of gold vessels, anklets, bracelets, rings, earrings, clasps, to atone for our souls before Adonai." Moses and Eleazar the Kahan took the gold from them, every fashioned vessel, all the gold that was raised up, which they set apart for Adonai, was 16,750 shekel, from the officers of the thousands of the officers of the hundreds. As for the men of the legion, each man looted for himself. Moses and Eleazar the Kahan took the gold from the officers of the thousands and the hundreds and brought it to the tent of meeting, a remembrance for the children of Israel before Adonai. The
All right.
children of Reuben
And
and
was there anything in there you wanted to break down? I noticed you paused for a little bit.
well, yeah.
Was there any
So
further break?
yeah, in the last reading, like Numbers 12, um, Aaron and Miriam spoke to Moses like concerning the Cushi woman he had married. Um, But we know that her daddy was a Midianite, so she was a Midianite. It was describing like how she looked, her countenance, and then Moses turned Miriam's hand white, because like being back then, like being dark was like very beautiful. So like in Numbers 31, you see Moses said, "Kill all the male Midianites, all the male children, and all the women who could lie intimately or have lied intimately with the man." And I think they kept 30,000 of them. We just read it that were like virgins for themselves, and they like eventually married into those people in the Cushi color, like the darker color or whatnot. But but yeah, all of this stuff, like we'll go into it later
All right. And yeah, I I was eating and listening while you was reading, and I didn't realize that you read like way past. You read a lot more than I thought you was gonna read. But no, it's all good. I appreciate the zeal. I just wanted to get Mike in some. But Sage, you want to do 32 and 33? Are you compromised? All right, I could take I'll take 32 and 33 until Sage come back in. If she don't come back in, Mike, you can take 36. Finish us off.
on. All right,
Try to get Sage 2 chapters if she come back.
all right.
All right, chapter 32. The children of Reuben and the children of Gad had abundant livestock, very great. They saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead, and behold, the place was a place for livestock. The children of Gad and the children of Reuben came and said to Moshe, to Eleazar the Kohen, and to the leaders of the assembly, saying, Ataroth, and Dibon, and Jazer, and Nimrah, and Heshbon, and Elela, and Sibam, and Nebo, and Bayon, the land that Yahweh smote before the assembly of Yasharal. It is a land for livestock, and your servants have livestock. They said, if we have found favor in your eyes, let this land be given to your servants as a heritage. Do not bring us across the Jordan. Moshe said to the children of Gad and the children of Reuben, shall your brothers go out to battle while you settle here? Why do you dissuade the heart of the children of Yasharal from crossing to the land that Yahweh had given them? This is what your fathers did when I sent them from Kadesh Barnea to see the land. They went up to the valley of Eshol and saw the land, and they dissuaded the heart of the children of Yasharal not to come to the land that Yahweh has given them. The wrath of Yahweh burned on that day, and he swore, saying, if these men who came up from Egypt from the age of 20 years and above will see the ground that I swore to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, for they have not followed me fully, except for Caleb, son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite, and Joshua, son of Nun, for they followed Yahweh fully. The wrath of Yahweh burned against Yasharal, and he made them wander in the wilderness for 40 years, until the end of the entire generation that did evil in the eyes of Yahweh. Behold, you have risen up in your place in the place of your fathers, a brood of sinful people, to add more to the burning wrath of Yahweh against Yasharal. For if you will turn away from after him, he will again let it rest in the wilderness, and you will destroy this entire people. They approached him and said, pens for the flock shall we build here for our livestock, and cities for our small children. We shall arm ourselves swiftly in the vanguard of the children of Yasharal, until we will have brought them to their place, and our small children will dwell in the fortified cities before the inhabitants of the land. We shall not return to our homes until the children of Yasharal will have inherited, every man his inheritance, for we shall not inherit with them across the Jordan and beyond, for our inheritance has come to us on the east bank of the Jordan. Moshe said to them, if you do this thing, if you arm yourselves before Yahweh for the battle, and every armed man among you shall cross the Jordan before Yahweh, until he drives out his enemies before him, and the land shall be conquered before Yahweh, and then you shall return. Then you shall be vindicated from Yahweh and from Yasharal, and this land shall be a heritage for you before Yahweh. But if you do not do so, behold, you will have sinned to Yahweh. Know your sin that will encounter you. Build for yourselves cities for your small children and pens for your flock, and what has come from your mouth shall you do. The children of Gad and the children of Reuben said to Moshe, saying, your servants shall do as my Lord commands. Our small children, our wives, our livestock, and all our animals will be there in the cities of the Gilead. And your servants shall cross over, every armed person of the legion, before Yahweh, to do battle, as my Lord speaks. Concerning them, Moshe commanded Eleazar the Kohen, Joshua son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Yasharal. Moshe said to them, if the children of Gad and the children of Reuben will cross the Jordan with you, everyone armed for battle before Yahweh, and the land is conquered before you, you shall give them the land of Gilead as a heritage. But if they do not cross over armed with you, then they will take their heritage among you in the land of Canaan. The children of Gad and the children of Reuben spoke up, saying, as Yahweh has spoken to your servants, so shall we do. We shall cross over armed before Yahweh to the land of Canaan, and ours shall be the heritage of our inheritance across the Jordan. So Moshe gave to them, to the children of Gad and the children of Reuben, and the half tribe of Manasseh, son of Joseph, the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorite, and the kingdom of Og, king of the Bashan, the land and the cities and its boundaries, and the cities of the surrounding land. The children of Gad built Dihon, and Altaroth, and Aurora, and Athroth Shaphan, and Jazer, and Jogbeha, and Beth Nimrah, and Beth Raharan, fortified cities and pens for the flock. The children of Reuben built Heshbon, and Elah, and Kiriathaim, and Nebo, and Baal Mayon with altered names, and Sibmah, and they called them by other names instead of the names of the cities that they built. The children of Machir, son of Manasseh, went to Gilead and captured it, and drove out the Amorite who were in it. Moshe gave the Gilead to Machir, son of Manasseh, and he settled in it. Jair, son of Manasseh, went and captured their villages and called them Havoth Jair. Nobal went and captured Kenath and her suburbs and called it Nobal after his name. Chapter 33. These are the journeys of the children of Yasharal who went forth from the land of Egypt according to their legions, under the hand of Moshe and Aaron. Moshe wrote their goings forth according to their journeys at the bidding of Yahweh, and these were their journeys according to their goings forth. They journeyed from Ramses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month, on the day after the Pesach offering. The children of Yasharal went forth with an upraised hand before the eyes of all of Egypt, and the Egyptians were burying those among them whom Yahweh had struck, every firstborn, and on their gods Yahweh had inflicted punishments. The children of Yasharal journeyed from Ramses and encamped in Succoth. They journeyed from Succoth and encamped in Etham, which is on the edge of the wilderness. They journeyed from Etham and it turned back to Piharoth, which is before Baal Saphon, and they encamped before Migdol. They journeyed from before Hahiroth and passed through the midst of the sea toward the wilderness. They went on a 3-day trip in the wilderness of Etham, and they encamped in Marah. They journeyed from Marah and arrived at Elim. In Elim were 12 springs of water and 70 date palms, and they encamped there. They journeyed from Elim and encamped by the Sea of Reeds. They journeyed from the Sea of Reeds and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. They journeyed from the wilderness of Sin and encamped in Dophka. They journeyed from Dophka and encamped in Alush. They journeyed from Alush and encamped in Rephidim, and there was no water there for the people to drink. They journeyed from Rephidim and encamped in the wilderness of Sanaa. They journeyed from the wilderness of Sanaa and encamped in Kibroth Hatava. They journeyed from Kibroth Hatava and encamped in Hazeroth. They journeyed from Hazeroth and encamped in Rithma. They journeyed from Rithma and encamped in Ramon Perez. They journeyed from Ramon Perez and encamped in Libnah. They journeyed from Libnah and encamped in Rasal. They journeyed from Rasal and encamped in Kehelathah. This is very descriptive right here. They journeyed from Kehelathah and encamped in Mount Shephar. They journeyed from Mount Shephar and encamped in Harada. They journeyed from Harada and encamped in Makheloth. They journeyed from Makheloth and encamped in Tahath. They journeyed from Tahath and encamped in Torah. They journeyed from Torah and encamped in Mithka. They journeyed from Mithka and encamped in Hashmona. They journeyed from Hashmona and encamped in Musroth. They journeyed from Musroth and encamped in Bene Jakan. They journeyed from Bene Jakan and encamped in Horgag Gidgad. They journeyed from Horgad Gidgad and encamped in Jothbatha. They journeyed from Bathatha, Jothbatha, and encamped in Abrona. They journeyed from Abrona and encamped in Ezion Geber. They journeyed from Ezion Geber and encamped in the wilderness of Zin, which is Kadesh. They journeyed from Kadesh and encamped in Mount Hor, at the edge of the land of Edom. Then Aaron the Kohen went up to Mount Hor at the word of Yahweh and died there. In the 40th year after the children of Yasharal went forth from the land of Egypt, in the 5th month, on the first of the month, Aaron was 123 years old at his death on Mount Hor. 44 going off on them gifts. The Canaanite king of Arad heard, and he was dwelling in the south, in the land of Canaan, of the approach of the children of Yasharal. They journeyed from Mount Hor and encamped in Zalmona. They journeyed from Zalmona and encamped in Punon. They journeyed from Punon and encamped in Oboth. They journeyed from Oboth and encamped in the ruins of the passes, at the border of Moab. They journeyed from the ruins and encamped in Debon Gad. They journeyed from Debon Gad and encamped in Ammon, Diblath, Ima. They journeyed from Ammon, Diblath, Ima, and encamped in the mountains of the passes before Nebo. They journeyed from the mountains of the passes and encamped in the plains of Nebo by the Jordan at Jericho. They encamped by the Jordan from Beth Jeshimoth until Avel Shittim in the plains of Moab. Yahweh spoke to Moshe in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho, saying, "Speak to the children of Yasharal and say to them, when you cross the Jordan to the land of Canaan, you shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land before you, and you shall destroy all their prostration stones, all their molten images shall you destroy, and all their high places shall you demolish. You shall possess the land, and you shall settle in it. For to you I have given the land to possess it. You shall give the land as an inheritance by lot to your families. To the many shall you increase its inheritance, and to the few shall you decrease its inheritance. Wherever his lot shall fall, his shall it be. According to the tribes of your fathers shall you inherit. But if you do not drive out the inhabitants of the land before you, those of them whom you leave shall be pins in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and they will harass you upon the land in which you dwell. And it shall be that what I had meant to do to them, I shall do to you. Sage, you want to take 34? 34?
Yes, I'm here.
You can take 34 and 35, and then Mike, you can kill it 36.
Okay.
Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
Numbers 30. Numbers chapter 34. Yahweh then spoke to Moses and said, give the Israelites this order. Say, when you enter the country, Canaan, this will be the country which forms your heritage. This is Canaan as defined by its boundaries. The southern part of your country will start from the desert of Zin on the borders of Edom. Your southern boundary will start on the east at the end of the Salt Sea. It will then turn south towards the ascent of the Scorpions and go by Zin to the end of the south at Kadesh, Barnea. It will then turn toward Hazar Adar and pass through Asman. From Asman, the boundary will turn towards the torrent of Egypt and end at the sea. Your seaboard will be on the Great Sea. This will be your western boundary. Your northern boundary will be as follows. You will draw a line from the Great Sea to Mount Hor. Then from Mount Hor, you will draw a line to the pass of Hamath, and the boundary will end at Zedad. From there, it will run on to Zipron and end at Hazar Anan. This will be your northern boundary. You will then draw your eastern boundary from Hazar Anan to Shepham. The boundary will run down from Shaphan towards Riblah on the east side of Ain. Further down, it will keep to the eastern shore of the Sea of Chinnereth. The frontier will then follow the Jordan and end at the Salt Sea. Such will be your country with its boundaries surrounding it. 13. Moses then gave the Israelites this order. This is the country where your heritages will be assigned by lot, and which Yahweh has ordered to be given to the 9 tribes and the half tribe. For the tribe of the Reubenites with their families, and the tribe of the Gadites with their families, have already received their heritage. The half tribe of Manasseh has also received its heritage. These 2 tribes and the half tribe have received their heritage on the other side of the Jordan by Jericho, to the east towards the sunrise. Yahweh spoke to Moses and said, here are the names of the men who will divide the country up for you. The priests Eleazar and Joshua, son of Nun. And you will take 1 leader from each tribe to divide the country up into heritages. Here are the names of these men. For the tribe of Judah, Caleb, son of Jephunneh. For the tribe of the Simeonites, Shemiel, son of Ammuhad. For the tribe of Benjamin, Eladad, son of Kishlon. For the tribe of the Danites, the leader Buki, son of Jogli. For the sons of Joseph, for the tribes of Manasseh, the leader Haneel, son of Ephah. For the tribe of the Ephraimites, the leader Kemuel, son of Shaphan. For the tribe of the Zebulunites, the leader Elizaphan, son of Parnah. For the tribe of the Issacharites, the leader Pathiel, son of Azar. For the tribe of the Asherites, the leader Ahihud, son of Shelomi. For the tribe of the Naphtalites, the leader Pedahel, son of Ammihud. These were the men whom Yahweh ordered to divide Canaan into heritages for the Israelites. Numbers chapter 35. Yahweh spoke to Moses on the plains of Moab, near the Jordan by Jericho, and said, order the Israelites from the heritage they possess to give the Levites towns in which to live and pasture land round the towns. You will give these to the Levites. The towns must be their homes, and the surrounding pasture land must be for their cattle, their possessions, and all their animals. 4. The pasture land surrounding the towns, which you give to the Levites, will extend from the walls of the towns for 1,000 cubits all around. Outside the town, measure 2,000 cubits to the east, 2,000 cubits to the south, 2,000 cubits to the west, and 2,000 cubits to the north. The town lying in the center. Such will be the pasture lands of these towns. The towns you give to the Levites will be 6 cities of refuge, seated by you as sanctuary for those who commit manslaughter. And you will give 42 towns in addition. Altogether, you will give the Levites 48 towns with their pasture lands. Of the towns which you give from the Israelites' possessions, you will give more from those who have more, and less from those who have less. Each will give some of his towns to the Levites, in proportion to the heritage he received himself. Yahweh spoke to Moses and said, Speak to the Israelites and say, Once you have crossed the Jordan into Canaan, you will find towns, some of which you will make into cities of refuge, where those who have accidentally committed manslaughter can take sanctuary. 12. These towns will afford you refuge from the avenger of blood, so that the killer will not be put to death before standing trial before the community. Of the towns you give, 6 will serve to you as cities of refuge. At cities of refuge, you will give 3 towns on the other side of the Jordan, and will give 3 towns in Canaan. These 6 towns will serve as refuge for the Israelites, for the foreigner, and for the resident alien, where anyone who has accidentally killed someone can take refuge. 16. But if he has struck the person with an iron object so as to cause death, he is a murderer. The murderer will be put to death. 17. If he has struck him with a stone meant for killing and has killed him, he is a murderer. The murderer must be put to death. Or if he has struck him with a wooden instrument meant for killing and has killed him, he is a murderer. The murderer will be put to death. The avenger of blood will put the murderer to death. Wherever he finds him, he will put him to death. If the killer has maliciously manhandled his victim or thrown some lethal missile to strike him down, or out of enmity dealt him the blow with his fist, a death blow, then he who struck the blow will be put to death. He is a murderer. The avenger of blood would put him to death wherever he finds him. 22. If, however, he has manhandled his victim by chance, without malice, or thrown some missile at him not meant to hit him, or without seeing him, dropped on him a stone meant for killing, and so killed him, so long as he bore him no malice and wished him no harm, then the community will decide in accordance with these rules between the one who struck the blow and the avenger of blood, and will save the killer from the clutches of the avenger of blood. They will send him back to the city of refuge, where he had taken sanctuary, and there he will stay until the death of the high priest who has been anointed with the holy oil. 26. Should the killer leave the bounds of the city of refuge in which he has taken sanctuary, and the avenger of blood encounters him outside of the bounds of his city of refuge, the avenger of blood may kill him without fear of reprisal. Since the killer should stay in his city of refuge until the death of the high priest. Only after the death of the high priest is he free to go back to his own piece of property. Such would be the legal rule for you and your descendants wherever you may live. In any case of homicide, the evidence of witness will determine whether the killer must be put to death. But a single witness is not enough to sustain a capital charge. You will not accept a ransom for the life of a murderer condemned to death. He must die. Nor will you accept a ransom for anyone who, having taken sanctuary in his city of refuge, wishes to come back and live at home before the death of the high priest. 33. Do not profane the country you live in. Blood profanes the country, and for the country, the only expiation for the blood shed in it is the blood of the man who shed it. So do not defile the country which you live in, and where I live. So do not defile the country which you live in, and where I live, for I, Yahweh, live amongst the Israelites. Praise Yah.
All right, Killer Mike, you can put a fork in it. You good, Mike?
Hello?
You can take 30.
I can't hear you.
Nah, I say
Oh, he was telling you to go, but I was gonna say I could have took it, but you can go,
doesn't say you
Michael.
can kill it.
36,
Take
Numbers
which one?
36.
All right. Number 36. All right. Numbers 36. Numbers 36. All right, number 36 and 1. For the family heads of the clan of Galai, the son of Makar, the son of Manasseh, who were from the clan of the descendants of Joseph, um, come and speak before Moses and lead and the leaders, the heads of the Israelites' families. And they said, when the when Yahweh when Yahweh commands my Lord to give the land and inhabitants to Israel by lot, he ordered you to give the inheritance of our brother Zelo- Zelophehad to his daughter. Um, now suppose they marry the man from another Israel Israelite tribe, when your inhabitants will be taken from our ancestral inhabitants and added to that of the tribe they married into, and part of the inheritance allotted to us will be taken away. Verse 4. Then the year Jubilee for the Israelites came, their inheritance will be added to that of the tribe into which they they married, and their property will be taken from the tribal inheritance of our ancestors. Verse 5. When the when Yahweh commands Moses commands Moses his others gave his orders to the Israelites, the tribe of the descendants of Joseph, saying is right. This is what Yahweh commands Zillah, Zilaphi, Zilaphiah, 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 the daughter. They may marry anyone they please, as long as they marry into their father's tribal clan. No, verse 7. No inheritance in Israel is to pass from one tribe to another. For every Israelite shall keep the tribal inheritance of their ancestors. Every daughter who inherit land in any Israelite tribe must marry someone in her father's tribe clan, so that every Israelite will possess the inheritance of their ancestors. No inheritance may pass from one to another. For each, for each, for each Israelite tribe is to keep the land inheritance. So Zala, Zalo, Zelopius, Zelopius, the daughter, did as Yahweh command Moses. Zelopius, the daughter, Malet, Thorazai, um, Haggai, um, and Malachi, Noah married their cousin on their father's side. They married into the tribe of the descendants of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, and their inheritance remains in their father's tribe, and that's clear. For these are the commands and the regulations Yahweh gave through Moses to the Israelites on the plain of Moab by the Jordan, across from Jericho. Shalom.
All right, dog. Anybody got anything to that?
It's clearly to say to marry. It's clearly saying on your father's side. It says it clearly. You should marry not, you should out of your tribe.
Khan, to keep your
That,
father's inheritance going. You
that
right.
would marry, wouldn't it?
Khan.
Hmm.
I don't know how nobody can go from that to anything other than what y'all said. Praise
Yeah.
y'all for that beautiful
Uh-huh.
reading. It's all amazing. Shalom to the room, everybody. We're doing the reading of just Numbers. We did chapter 25 to 36. We be doing readings every night. If anybody would like to come up and read with us, you're always welcome to. Reading the word of Yah is edifying for all his people. And also, I want to say that we will be doing a day of pleading, fasting, and praying for the most to the Most High for all our people that are in bondage, whether mentally or whatever. We're going to be praying to the Most High Yahweh. We're going to cry out, and we're going to do this from 12:30 to 12:31, sundown to sundown next day. We're going to open the room, start in. We're going to be praying and um, reading the Word of Yah, and we're going to do it from sundown to sundown. So if anybody got time to come in and join in and afflict themselves with us for our people, for our nation, to our Creator, Yahweh, that He may hear our plea and He may hear us and answer us. Shalom.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about that. Is there a particular room or a house that it's gonna be done in? I guess Face can answer that. Hold up.
Yeah, I was going to say bring face up. He was working out the details.
All right, all right.
Shalom room.
Shalom.
Shalom,
Shalom.
brother face.
Yeah, what you were saying, because I was away from the phone, and then Keisha had mentioned something, and I was trying to get in while you were saying
Yeah,
it.
yeah. You trying to wondering where like the room tomorrow for the day of pleading? Is it gonna be done in a particular room or a house or something like
Yeah,
that?
where's Menelec still here?
Yeah, yeah. He up there. He got the Tanakh in the steering wheel.
Yeah, I wanted to see if he wanted to do it in the house that he created instead of in the, because I just made the Hebrew debate club so that I could post it and share it, whatever. But if he want to do it in the house, then we could do it there. We could reach as many people that's Yah only, that understand that we praying for the return of our people to Yah only, you know.
Con, yeah, you a admin in there, so you could like create it and all that stuff. You could make the room and all that.
All right, so I'll figure it out before the night's over. Yeah. And like I was saying to Sage earlier, like as long as we stay on one accord, you know, we come to an agreement of exactly what we're fasting for and pleading for, for that 24 hours basically. And we stick to that so that the transmission to Yah isn't cloudy. It's direct what we asking for, you know, and he'll get it because he understand at least our hearts. He understand where we stand. He understand our love for him. He understand that our feet are in the cement foundation for him. So, you know, like I think it's time that we do that prayer for them. Just off of what we've been reading. Like the idea came the other day. Like I didn't even come up. It was in the back chat and just posting it. But all that we were reading with the testimonies, throughout the Tanakh, they came. Daniel, was it Daniel and whoever what they came to agreements to do things and to plead and fast and pray to the Most High. They took it upon themselves. Those who knew that they turned their whole heart and foot back towards the Most High. They knew it was their responsibility. They didn't, sit and wait for a sign from the sky or anything. And they made that plea, and the Most High agreed with them. So in this time that we looking for and waiting for, like, we're kind of charged to pray and fast for them. You know what I'm saying? For our ancestors, for us, for the mistakes, just for the return of our people. So we just gotta do it, and that's where it came from. So, like Sister Sage was saying, from sundown to sundown, if we could be in a room, start the room like from around 6, end it around 6 p.m. the next day. That way, it'll give time because everyone's Sabbaths. The turning of the earth causes it to the sundown, sunset at certain different times. So, and don't mind me, I can't really talk because I'm getting rid of that flu bug.
You should really be fasting there because you're gonna kill all the infection.
Yeah,
Kill all
yeah.
the stuff sick. So we fast up. Yo, man, I've been intermittently fasting, and one meal a day type. You know what I'm saying, John? Like, it's getting to the New Year though, and I wanna up it another little level. You know what I mean? I bulked up. Feel me? Now it's time to just go hard, go harder, go hard to go home. And then you realize hard is home because you made yourself comfortable with being uncomfortable. You find comfortability in it.
Yeah, that's why I be taking cold showers, man. You get used to it, but that thing gives you discipline. Same with the fasting. You start with the intermittent, and then you hit the full day. And the fasting, when you pray, meditate after a fast, that thing just increases the the power of it from our experience.
And I don't know if Sage had explained it, how we kind of all agree, like, no food, you know, probably the water for that day, especially for those that might be, taking their medications or so forth, but water and no food, and we just stay in the Most High. We fast and we mourn for them. We read about our testimonies of the stuff that we've been through as a people, and pray for the return. Pray for everybody to get on board like how we're on board. Everyone, no matter where they are. They could be Buddhists, they could be sitting on the moon. Return to the Most High. Yeah. And we'll see the wonders this next Gregorian calendar. Trust me. Before the next feast, you'll see the wonders of it.
God, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh God.
All praises to the Most High.
Praises to the Most High.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while, man. I've been talking about it for a little bit, so I'm glad we're finally on one accord with it, be in unison. That's something he really wants, man. Let's do it as a unit.
God, facts, bro. I just posted it to the group. Uh, uh, GMS False Doctrine Beatdown Session. It's live right now on YouTube. I'm about to head over there. The link is in the group. Shalom, yep.
Shalom out.
Oh,
Shalom out.
Shalaweezy.
I'm gonna go hard for this gathering, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna throw on my. I got a 100% linen robe. I ordered like a year or two ago. I'm gonna throw that thing on. I'm gonna burn me some holy oils. I'm gonna try to do the no water too.
And I was telling Sage what came to me because I was laying down thinking about it, like, yo, I want to do the same thing, no water. And then out of nowhere, I heard this little voice that said, "Don't kill yourself for them. You could pray for them." I was like, "Oh man, pray for them and all that." But yeah, like that, the full day of atonement is reserved for like nothing, no food, no water, strictly afflicting your soul for your own sins.
Has anyone tried like abstaining only from carbohydrates completely as a month straight?
We trying to fast for the brothers, not the gym, brother Matthew, not the gym.
No, but I'm saying because when you activate your ketones, your energy is on a whole nother level as far as like your mind's energy and your whole vibrational energy rises because now your mitochondria have more energy. It's 3 times the energy because instead of converting from the pyruvate, it's it's skipping a step of the conversion from the pyruvate to energy.
Yeah, I've noticed that after fast, certain amount of periods, you do get cognitive boosts. Cause you think about it, back in the days, people didn't have access to food like that, like we do 24/7. They had to hunt for their food. So I mean, there'd be like little periods where they didn't eat, and so it was like survival mode kicks in, and you get a cognitive boost and a physical, mental boost and all that, just so you can like catch food and be a better hunter. So yeah, that thing's for real.
And your body starts working off of like instead of using carbohydrates as fuel, fat as fuel, which is actually really good, especially if you're eating a lot of fat and not eating any carbohydrates, because your body automatically shifts in that anyway. But that basically gives your mitochondria 3 times the energy output. So you're literally vibrating 3 times, like your cell generating and cell and healing and everything is at a 3 time rate increase at a cellular level. I mean, if that don't get that, that's look it up. It's called ketosis.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's why I believe the fasting, well, from personal experience, increases the power of the prayers and meditations, along with the 432 hertz, along with burning certain holy oils that actually aid in inducing meditations. Now, as long as you ain't recreating certain holy oils that it tells you not to, yeah. But there are certain ones that also aid in that too, with the frequency and all that, and you can tap into it like you you can tap to another level, man, with your prayers. I can attest to that.
Facts, and then you're gonna be able to go get what you pray for because your body's gonna be on next level. It's gonna be like ready for it. And you know what? You're gonna feel type. You're gonna feel weak. Your body's gonna. It's like the whole time when you fasting. The longer you go, there's like a second wind and a third wind, and then like it turns into like I've done a week straight water. You feel me? Thug lifed it. But the midweek, I felt the energy on like the seventh day was just like ravenous. It was I was ravenous. I had like it was like I was an animal. I'm not gonna cap. It was just it came to like an energy level that was like more. I don't know. It was a little crazy, but I was manifesting throughout the week. We were just like a lot of new just power, like a lot of stuff. It was amazing. It was like the levels of productiveness and the clarity and whoa, what? Crazy. So that's why I'm like trying to adopt that intermittent fasting as a lifestyle, like permanently, like one meal a day. That's just what it's gonna be.
Bro, let me tell you how increasing your frequency definitely like think about radio frequency. If you want to talk to somebody that's far away, you gotta get going a certain frequency, right? So it's kind of the same thing with the Most High and like being able to do miracles and stuff. Like if you like you eat the right foods and all that, and you don't you you don't listen to all this trash music that they purposely put at a certain frequency to lower our vibrations and stuff.
Yo,
Like,
it's crazy because my
bro,
label,
just
we literally are
right.
are. Oh my god, it's crazy. Like we're literally doing the very opposite. Like because the frequency put out is 444 or hertz or something like 4,000 whatever, right? Hertz.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like 33.8, the same frequency as the Earth.
Yeah, I like the 430 too. But like on the 23rd, this just happened recently, and I had like a couple crazy meditations. But this one, man, on the 23rd at night, so it's Friday. The Friday just passed, and I've been with my girl for like 2 years now. But she wasn't on the same stuff I was on, but just the way we met, it took like divine intervention. Like I almost had to die. Like it's this dude that she knew from middle school. She lived in North Carolina and I was living in Florida. But this dude she knew from middle school happened to he like basically I feel like he was demonically possessed and he tried to kill me in a 100-mile-an-hour crash back in 2019. So
Damn.
that's how we even met. Like she knew him and then she messaged me to see if I was alright and then we met like a year and a half after that and it's been on since that. But she never really had a religion, nothing like that. So but she always had like feelings and questions and stuff. So like I'll just like slowly throw seeds to her and stuff. But it's Friday night, we've been planning a meditation. So when she came, had a 432 hertz music playing on the TV. I had 7 holy oils burning that are good for meditation. It was the spikenard, the hyssop, frankincense and myrrh, galbanum, uh, myrtle. What was the other one? And cedar. I think it was cedar wood or something like that. Or was it? No, sandalwood. So I had all them burning. So we just sitting there meditating. We just on meditate at the same time, just quiet. I'm holding her hand, like we're sitting on my couch because it was cold outside. So I'm holding my right hand's holding her left hand, and so we're just sitting there for a good little minute, just quiet. And she's doing her own thing. I'm doing my own thing. And within, I don't know how long into it when I started doing this, but I started like talking to the Most High, like just make her understand. I was asking him to show himself to her, make her understand. And then a little after that, I'm like praying protection over her because she recently got into a crash. And I was praying protection. I was like, give her an angel, even if me got to take one from me. And so like maybe we was in that maybe for 30 minutes. And I didn't even tell her. She didn't even know I was praying for her because it was like internal. But it was so deep into the prayer slash meditation. And I could literally feel my frequency so high. After it was done, she told me she felt like, and I felt it during too. Like I felt like the avatar, bro. And she said she felt a powerful energy coming from me. And then after we was talking about it, and she said she felt like this presence was over her. And then she said she
Mm.
felt like and touched her from behind on her left shoulder, right?
Wow.
So
Damn.
bro, and then we was laying in bed talking about it, right? And I ended up telling her like, "Yo, it's crazy you told me that. I'm glad you told me that because I actually was praying. Like, I prayed the most. I was like, reveal Himself to you and make yourself known and like and make you understand." And that's when she was like, she realized, and I was like, you know what that was over you, right? And I basically like something touched her, so I feel it's like it's an angel or something, bro. It just adds to my testimony, bro. I got so many crazy stories, man. And yeah, and she was just speechless when I asked. I was like, you know what that was? She was speechless, bro. And I just felt tears on my on my chest. And yeah, so she she's coming home, man. Like instantly, prayer instantly right there.
Damn.
It's crazy, bro, and it's amazing. And all praise to the Most High alone. It's ridiculous,
Like, yeah,
and
kind of crazy.
it's crazy,
Like
bro.
that series, like yeah, that's powerful. That's powerful. Hmm. Amen.
That's beautiful. I pray that prayer for our people, right? Our family. We got brothers, sisters, mothers, um, mates, husbands and wives. As the Most High give you this truth, and you learn the stuff you never learned before, you're feeling a spiritual connection that you haven't, like this pull, and it's taking you, and you know, you want everybody to go along for the ride. At first, it's like the Most High take you for the ride, like He taking you, and you want everybody, but it ain't for everybody. And then once you really in His presence, then you like, okay, now's the time. Please, Father, open their eyes, reveal the same thing, deal with them how you dealt with me, reveal it to them how you revealed it to me. And for some, I saw it happen, uh, you know, going through stuff or whatever it may be, and then some they not. So when you pray an honest prayer, the Most High hear it. When you humble and you really care, especially when you, like, for those who are dealing with a mate, somebody who you live with or you're in a house with, you don't want to be serving Yah and they serving JC. How you we going at idolaters, but you sleeping with one, or you living with one. So especially those like your life partner, you definitely, because what it say, can two walk together unless they be in agreement, equally yoked. And the more I like me and my husband say, the more we reach for Yah and search for Yah, and the more, say we're gonna be on the right accord. Because if both of us is on the same page and following Yah, we can't go wrong. Then therefore I know you love Yah, you're a man of God, she love Yah, she's a woman of God, and we both about doing His business. And that's how you grow as a partners, because you can have family, brothers and sisters or whatever, but I got brothers and sisters I haven't talked to, but I see my husband every day. So I could imagine if we wasn't on the same accord, the turmoil that'd be going on in the household. So I really pray for our families and those of us who have mates, that may the Most High open their eyes. And that's why this prayer is going to be so important. Uh, always prayer is important. And when you do it collectively, it's beautiful, and we're sending the praises up to the Most High Yahweh. And when we do it in our quiet place individually, again, that quiet place, that serene place where it's just you and Yah, and you hear His whisper in the wind. You hear Him talking to you. And all praises to the Most High Yahweh. May He continue to lead us and guide us and love on us and correct us. Correction, He loves those He correct. If He don't correct you about your behavior, He turned you over to a reprobative mind. He turned you over, let you hang yourself. But if He's constantly like correcting you, it don't mean that you keep messing up. It just means He's refining you. He's getting you out of the old ways and into a new and better you. You shedding the hurt, you shedding the bitterness, you shedding the anger, and He's giving you love and mercy and peace and patience. Those are things that we need with each other, because we've been beat down enough. I don't want to beat my brothers and sisters down. I don't want to encourage them and lift them up, tell them that you are great. You are great because great is what's up in you. You are a son or a daughter of the Most High Yah. He created you for such a time as this. Isaiah 60 say, arise and shine. Arise and shine. Be that light. That's what we need to be to each other. So, yeah, your testimony, Brother Soul, and I thank the Most High Yahweh that you are obedient, that we be obedient to Him, and we listen for His voice. All praises to Yahweh, the Almighty.
That's why, man. That's why I go so hard, because I don't want everybody show up tomorrow and pray your ass off, and he can answer you, especially when you obedient and you in tune with him like that. He can, like, it's crazy because I was celibate for 3 years by choice, and I was like, I told him years ago, I was like, the next woman I lay with, if you send me a righteous woman, and the next woman I lay with, I'm gonna make her my wife. And he, the craziness it took for me to even meet this girl, almost having to die, somebody trying to kill me, demonically possessed or whatever, and then she not even really believing in the Most High like that, and then not only that prayer answered, but immediately that prayer answered, and now she knows prayer answered within like 5-10 minutes. Now she's coming home. Like that's the Most High we serve, yo. That's the Most High we serve. And you don't gotta fear nothing. You ain't gotta like I don't cry, yo. Like I don't cry. The only times I cried was when my brother died, and it took me a couple days to like I was holding it back for 4 or 5 days until the night before when yeah I'm not even getting into that story to the night before his funeral, but yeah, but I was just thinking about it earlier, and I was recording a video and just telling my testimony about Friday night, and I was just like listening over to it and editing it, and I was just like thinking about it like this he really woke my girl up, yo. Like I always like wanted that. Like I never that was the first time I ever meditated or prayed holding somebody's hands. And then for her to say she felt the presence of the Most High in the room and an angel touch her from behind, bro, I was like, it's and I it's crazy, but it's not to me. It's not to me because I feel like everybody else is crazy because they're the ones that sleep. They're the ones that don't believe in the power that we serve. But he's shown himself several times, man. And it's like I don't know, yeah. I was tearing up earlier. Just thinking about it. I was like, yeah, I really don't cry though, but yeah, all praise the Most High, man. Like I would die for my Elohim, man, for real.
Hey
I
yo,
don't, I will never fear nothing. I'll never turn my back on him, bro. Like for real.
hey yo, quick question. So that guy who came in last night, right? Enoch. He said some controversial things, and I guess and I guess he got kicked out, and now he's banned permanently because I was like, yo, the vibes are right, bro. Come through, read numbers. He was like, yo, let me grab a chapter. He's about to grab a chapter and everything, and he comes in. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess he just came in randomly, not knowing what the mission was, and was just like, fuck it, fuck shit up. Sometimes it's how it is. But I'd like you guys to give him a second chance. And he's a good guy, and he wanted to read numbers with us today, and that's my friend in real life. And I think he's like he maybe came in on the wrong type of angle. I didn't give him a preface. I wasn't like, hey, these are cool people. I was just like, yo, Link, I'm in here, and he was just like, we in here, you know what I'm saying? Versus, hey, like, this is a cool study group, like, relax, type shit, you know what I mean?
I think I don't remember. I think I did move him to the audience, but I didn't kick him or block him because I remember he was in the comments still saying stuff. So I don't know who blocked him or removed him from the room, but that wasn't me. But he's welcome to come try again. Does anybody? I think the only
Oh,
moderator, Sage, Menelik, and who else? I don't have to go back to the room, but
yeah, 'cause he texted me now. He's like, "Yo, man, I can't hear this thing, man. I got a couple other friends tuning in. Like, I'm bringing a circle. I'm bringing a gang. I'm about to have this thing ganged up. Like, I got my Ashkenazi Jewish friend Dave tuning in. Shout out to Dave. You know what I'm saying? Him back to the truth.
yeah, I welcome everybody to come listen and read, like no matter what, because
Facts.
you know this ain't for debates and stuff like that. No strife.
No
That's what's
strike.
not
No,
in this room. We're not gonna have no strife. We're not gonna have no anger going on. It's this mainly for the reading and discussions and the good energy we have right now. So I don't have an issue with him coming here reading nothing. But
facts.
we're not. If people start like going off topic and start causing like, and especially if I tell you like we ain't going to that, and then you keep going, yeah, I'm gonna put you down. I didn't kick him from the room though, but I don't know who did that.
I think it was
Uh,
just like listen, like I said before I came here, it was a war zone. Like Clubhouse was a war zone. So usually when I'm pinging one of my boys in, is because they're used to me pinging them in war zones. Do you feel what I'm saying? So so he was already. That was my first time pinging him into like a peace embassy. You feel me? Like he he came in with the rocket launcher. I didn't expect. I mean, I should have prefaced like, hey, this, it's not it's the usual ping. We just chilling and reading today, like, So
Right, right. Yeah, he came on some other stuff. What's up,
hey,
man?
when I ping them, they just go. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody I know is a ride or die. They they jihadists with it. They go on with the Allah Allah boom Allah Allah boom boom. But yeah, yo, that was powerful. That was what you said was powerful. The whole presence of the Lord being felt, and like I love moments like that, like in ministering and like just presence, the presence being heavy in the room, and just whew, man, it's those rare moments, but it's like the more we consecrate, read, fast, pray, just practice self mastery and just be a slave unto God and ourselves, and like let our spirits rule over our bodies completely, then it's just like we're gonna see a lot more of that.
Yeah, hopefully we get everybody to tap in like that tomorrow and the next morning. Need the most high. This need his presence all 24/7, man. I think that'd be powerful, man. That's just a bunch of people, especially if we was in person, like how churches be doing, but us and everybody in person praying at the same time, vibration high, singing to the Most High, playing instruments to him and stuff, how they used to do. Man, telling me he ain't gonna show up, telling me his presence ain't gonna be there.
I mean, technically we are in person because we're all on the same planet right now, live. Facts. We look up at the same skies. We're all on the United States continent, right? I mean, shit, we looking up at the same stars right now. I bet most of us in the same time zones. You feel me? We are in person. And if I pick up an instrument right now and start playing, y'all will hear it and could sing to it on your phones. We could do that right now. It doesn't matter. Facts.
And y'all just read in Numbers where he said, wherever his people live, that's where he is. So, I agree with Brother Matthew.
Hey, brother Soul, peace and blessings to the room. I just wanted to tell you, man, all praises to the Most High Yahweh for you, bro. Because, like I said, we all utilizing our individual gifts and our time well. Like I said, you've been doing the readings, man. It's well necessary. It's well needed. And like I say, obviously, the Most High has called you and commissioned you to do so, and you've been doing a great job, bro. So keep it up. Much love and respect, bro. All praises to Yahweh only.
All praise to the Most High only. I appreciate you too,
Ah,
man. Stay on their neck, stay on their necks, man. What they say, Tom, Ecclesiastes 3, man.
time and place for everything. It's the right time and
Uh,
the right place.
hey, make sure you show up though tomorrow. We doing. I don't know if you heard about the group
The prayer,
pleading.
yeah, yes,
Thing.
sir.
Yeah, most def show up, man.
Yo, y'all don't even know how serious it is. Like, come on, I